And we start with the sheer size of the state. A drive across Texas is no simple matter. The main highway across the state, Interstate 10, runs from Orange to El Paso. Its total distance is 874 miles, or 1,407 kilometers. Texas shares a border with Mexico and fellow states New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Its major cities include Houston, the fourth largest city in the United States with a population over 6 million people. Home to several oil companies and NASA, Houston is a leader in the medical field and has an incredible performing arts scene. It's also home to the largest rodeo in the world. Dallas is another major city in Texas with a population of 4 million. Home to the Dallas Cowboys and the birthplace of the Margarita Machine. Dallas is a popular stop for folks traveling to the Lone Star State. Another popular stop is the capital of Texas, Austin, which is centrally located in the state. The city has had a booming population over the past 20 years and is home to the University of Texas. And the most romantic city in Texas is San Antonio, home of the Alamo. Known as a laid-back city where folks can enjoy a cold margarita on a hot summer day on the famous Riverwalk. The GSE team hails from District 5910 in southeast Texas near Houston. The district is quite large and finds just about a little bit of everything, from tall pine trees in the Sam Houston National Forest to the Gulf of Mexico.
As John said, I'm Jerry Springfield. I'm the team leader. And as the team leader, obviously I'm a Rotarian. But before we start through my few slides, I want to introduce our team. Okay. Man. Oh, it's already going. You've heard that our project, our major project, is the Ramp It Up, or RAMPS. There's a slide for that, or a show out there. We also are very involved in Interact. This is our family home, where we hosted the New Zealand team, and some pictures around from the house. Mostly my wife does that, Rochelle. I get to work with the next part as soon as the slide comes up. Yes. Then we do some outdoor entertaining, and part of the outdoors was what we did with our New Zealand team. Come on. There we go. Those aren't my turkeys, those are my neighbor's turkeys, but we do have the tractor, and that is one of our Texas chickens up there in the flower bed. Right, we grow them large. That is Big Red. It is a 1970 deuce and a half for those of you that have been in the military, and it is our farm truck. And we grow pine trees, mostly. We are a tree farming operation, although we do have some pasture land that is used for hay, and that's what those tracks are, pine trees. And there's my family, my wife and I. We've been married 45 years. Daughter, son-in-law, 2 grandchildren. They're both lawyers in Mansfield, Texas. Son and his wife and their child, our youngest grandson, and he's an engineer in Lufkin, and she's a school teacher. And the family obligations is they're all at our house right now because the grandson is going to be christened tomorrow at church. Our favorite activity is in the evening, sitting on the back porch watching the sunset. And so now I will turn it over to Heather, and she can tell you about herself.
Howdy, I'm Heather, and I'm 28 years old, and I was born in Southern California, but I moved to Austin when I was 10, and now I live in Bryan College Station. I work for Texas A&M University, and I am a graphic designer and photographer. Texas A&M is an internationally recognized top-tier research university that deals mainly with the 3 main focus areas of teaching, research, and service. I work for the College of Education and Human Development, and our college deals with research and issues pertaining to teaching, learning, health and wellness, and leadership. And I also, in the past in my career, have worked for private sector ad agencies as well as other organizations, and I've been recognized multiple times for my work. In addition to my graphic design work for the college, I've also done helicopter graphics, brochures, pull-up banners, flyers, playing cards, all kinds of stuff. I also am an award-winning photographer, and I love taking pictures. I take all kinds of pictures. For work, I shoot everything from student highlights to research labs, visiting dignitaries, classrooms, events, all kinds of stuff. In my freelance work for photography, I shoot weddings, I shoot families, pets, portraits of all kinds, travel, commercial events as well. I love spending time with my family and my friends. And here's some pictures of my apartment where I live with my dog, Oliver. I'm a little bit obsessed with him. And I love living in Bryan College Station because I like to say we're big enough to have 2 Targets, but not big enough for a real rush hour. So I enjoy that a lot. In my spare time, I love to paint, read, be outdoors. I love to garden. I like to exercise. I love being outside. Basically, I'm just very, very deeply grateful for this opportunity to represent Texas and New Zealand. So thank you very much.
That's me. Hi, I'm Chris Kovacs. How's everybody doing? 37 years old. I am a world history teacher and coach at College Station High School in College Station, Texas. Been teaching for my 15th year. College Station High School is regular comprehensive high school, grades 9 through 12, ages 14 through 18. It's approximately 1,700 students. Our school is 3 years old, so this is our first year to have seniors, our first full class. It's got a lot of nice perks. My classroom has a whole wall of windows, and it's loaded. The school is loaded with technology for not only the teachers but for the students as well. I teach 4 academic classes. I teach world history and I teach world geography. I'm also the boys head soccer coach and assistant cross country coach. Little shout out to the cross country team. We finished second in the state of Texas this year at 5A, so we're silver medalists, so pretty proud of that. Class is about 50 minutes long. We have 7 periods a day. And it's fantastic. I was born and raised in San Antonio, Texas, and as the video said, the most romantic city, and it is for me personally because I got married to my wife there almost 11 years ago on the little church lobby just off the Riverwalk, so that brings back good memories. Married to my wife Kelly for almost 11 years. She also works in the school district as the director of instruction. We have 1 daughter, Ryan, who is 9 years old and in 3rd grade. Went to college at Sam Houston State University in Huntsville. Always wanted to be a teacher. Eat 'em up, cats. Always wanted to be a teacher. Fell into coaching, and I love that aspect of my job. The teaching is my passion. Live about 10 minutes from the school. Pretty adventurous. I like to read a lot. You saw some travel photos. My wife and I love to travel. Biggest regret is that I could have to go over, and I'm going to be missing her and my daughter. But again, just like Heather, I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to represent the district, to represent Texas, to represent my high school, and represent my family over in New Zealand. And I just want to say thanks.
Hi, my name is Long Lee. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. My parents came over to the United States during the Vietnam War. I currently reside in College Station, Texas. I am a motorcycle police officer for the city of College Station. My main duties is traffic enforcement and police escorts for funerals, dignitaries, and sports teams going on 8 years. I'm also on the SWAT team, which stands for Special Weapons and Tactics. It's the elite tactical unit that responds to immediate threats such as active shooters, bomb threats, and barricade subjects. On SWAT, we have many specialized trainings. Some consist of aircraft assaults, mechanical breaching, and rappelling. I am on the entry team. My general outfit is a ballistic helmet, a ballistic vest, an AR-15 rifle, a .40 caliber pistol, and a taser. I've been fortunate enough to train with the FBI, the Army Green Berets, and actually with New Zealand SAS at one time. Some of my past experiences as a police officer, I was on the bicycle unit for our entertainment district for College Station. I served as security for the presidential inauguration. I served on evening shift patrol, night shift patrol. I was also a field training officer to develop new officers. I have been married to my wife Genevieve for 5 years. We have 2 beautiful daughters, Keynes, who is 10, and Abigail, who is 3. Here's a couple of pictures of my lovely ladies. This may seem like a regular house, but I'm very proud of it because I grew up very, very, very poor, and this is the first house I've ever owned, and I also got fortunate to be able to design it with my wife. Thank you. On my off time, I also enjoy the outdoors, apparently like everyone else. I like to hunt, I like to fish, adventure races, zip lining, just anything outdoors. I will try to the best of my abilities to represent this district to the highest standard when we're over at New Zealand. Thank you.
Hello, I am Sarah Callahan. I am a proud Texan. However, I grew up in Louisiana, but my husband dragged me over the border, and I'm happy to be here. I am a paralegal for Packard LaPrey. Packard LaPrey does things like criminal law, family law, Social Security, personal injury, and my specialization, bankruptcy. We are a close-knit group of attorneys and legal assistants. My boss, Stephen Packard, on the far left, is a very good attorney. He is compassionate to his clients and he knows the law, and I enjoy working with him. Although our office is right across the street from the Jefferson County Courthouse, we file all of our documents electronically and try to use modern technology, everything paperlessly. That is our goal. I handle the new intakes of bankruptcy clients. However, I am starting law school in the fall at South Texas College of Law. I look forward to learning to become a bankruptcy attorney or any type of law that they'll let me do. I'm just really excited. I didn't know I would ever do law work. A little bit about my personal life. I've been married to my wonderful husband, John, for the last 14 years. I'm the oldest of 5 children. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in vocal performance. And in an attempt to be financially responsible while I'm going to law school, we are living in a fifth wheel on 12 acres. But we love our home. Be it ever so humble, there is no place like home. Although I do not make a living as a singer, I do enjoy singing in the community. And in 2013, I was Guinevere in Beaumont Community Players' production of Camelot. And so finally, in honor of the Kiwis, we would like to sing for you Deep in the Heart of Texas. And if you would, join me in singing Deep in the Heart of Texas. And if you even don't know the words, at least clap with us at the appropriate time. So if you don't know, after 2 lines, we do a clap, and it is 4 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We'll get it. Okay, ready? The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas. The coyotes wail along the trail, deep in the heart of Texas. The rabbits rush along the brush, deep in the heart of Texas. Thank you.
Please welcome.
Final thing, we will be posting pictures on Facebook. So if you want to see our journey, go to facebook.com/groups/GSETXNZ. Okay, thank you.
And I want to echo what the team has said. I want to thank you as a district and the committee for selecting me for what is going to be a life-changing experience. Every team leader I've ever talked to talks about what an experience it has been, including one that is in our club, and no, it's not my wife, who went to Switzerland a bazillion years ago, and he said not a day passes that he doesn't think of something from that trip. So I want you to know that I truly appreciate this opportunity, and I can't wait to get to New Zealand.
We can't wait to have you.